Great day. I'm Elijah Jetson. I'm a founder and executive chairman of my own portfolio company, and I'm a financial advisor. And I'm also now a founding member of Hollow Tree. And we are building a community around disability insurance. And we are going to speak today with Harold Ladunyo about the benefits of community and disability insurance in this industry and in the marketplace that we are in. Harold, can you introduce yourself to everyone?
Yeah, thank you. My name is Harold Londoño. I'm also a financial guide, and I'm also here to discuss the importance of disability insurance, not just for employees, but also for business owners, and why we use Hollow Tree to help us do that.
So me being newer in the space, transitioning from an entrepreneurial background and learning more about wealth management and how we actually serve clients and much of what you're doing now, being in a Hollow Tree, meeting Michael and the team and like really learning the community has taught me a lot about the benefits of it because we do life and people die all the time, but people also get injured. And that becomes a very interesting situation when you're dealing with a family's death, but what happens when someone gets hurt and they actually don't die?
You bring up a really good point. It's the risk of not dying, but the risk of getting injured and not being able to work, which is the biggest risk. And what I found difficulty in explaining to people wasn't necessarily the value of receiving money, but just the reality that they need to have some kind of risk management in their financial portfolio, and that's what disability insurance is. It's not just another insurance policy to have that's going to be another expense on their income. It's going to be something that's going to help them in the event that that financial strategy that they have set in place, if they can't work and if they don't have cash flow coming in, they're not going to be able to put money into their 401k, they're not going to be able to pay that mortgage, they're not going to be able to pay for that college. Whatever it is that their expenses are, if there's no income coming into the household, either they got to deplete their emergency fund, they got to start tapping into their future retirement plans. And so helping somebody understand that disability insurance isn't just something that protects your income, but protects your financial strategy as a whole was the first sticking point for me in really understanding, well, I know this information. How do I express this in a simple and concise way where someone that isn't working in our industry is going to see that, yeah, this makes sense to have as a part of not just my financial strategy, but my life strategy as a whole and what I'm doing to accomplish my goals.
So when looking at disability insurance from my experience so far, it's really important to pay attention to why we get risk management products, whether it's life insurance, whether it's disability insurance, or it's actually hedging P&C, property and casualties. Because you look at examples like Christopher Reeves, to the best of my knowledge, a star with money, with wealth, and got put in a predicament where he was disabled, right? Incapable to really fill his needs that would bring in the revenue for his family. And that happens to many of us on a lot of levels that we don't think about. Construction workers, us being here at ServPro, they can be out on a job and something can happen and put them in a predicament where they can no longer work. Whether they're typing, using their fingers, painting on a canvas, all these things are really important when we look at these products. And to be honest, without Michael, without the team at Hollow Tree, I would not have known the brevity of what you can do in this space and the uniqueness, right, and the creative ways you can really bring these products and the values of these products to clients and serve people that most often would not understand why they need this, but also have the ability to get it. And actually, last time we spoke, Harold, I believe you mentioned something very close to heart that would be way more emotional than my side, about how disability really was part of your process and helps you like see what this product is about.
Yeah. So actually a story about my stepmom. Back when I was 7 or 8 years old, we actually lived here in Long Island in Elmont. And she worked in a hospital. She was a transporter pushing around stretchers. So she had to get multiple surgeries because of the job that she had, because of an injury that she got on her shoulder. Eventually, she decided that she wanted to go and get her disability insurance, but turns out she didn't have any. She thought that she did. She thought it was something that was included as a part of her employee benefits package, but she didn't have any independent disability insurance. So long story short, what ends up happening is she realizes, well, I can't go back to work. And this was an injury that she had to get surgeries on every couple months. It was a repeated injury. Every time she was around the house, something, she'd move her arm, it would have to happen again. So what ended up happening is she went 4 years out of work, having to stay home, not being able to go generate income for the household because it was her, both of my parents. So now my other mom's the only person that's working, and my stepmom is home, not able to work because of this injury. Went to go to try to collect welfare, didn't qualify for welfare either because of the income of the household. So it was a situation where We were basically set back for a good 4 years of being able to them invest into a property, them being able to travel, being able to do the things that they love because we're only depending on one income. Me at the time being 6 or 7, or between 6 and 8, and my sister being in her teens. You know, right away they're supporting 2 kids all off of one income. So it's a really difficult situation to be in, and it just highlights the need for disability insurance.